Courtney Siebring is back. She is the author of my 2023 Kids Wednesday bookmark, Little Spark of Life, which re-aired as one of our best of interviews of the season. And now her Everybody Wonderfully Made helps children celebrate their worth, purpose, and uniqueness in the eyes of their creator. Courtney, welcome back. So great to have you.
Thanks for having me. Good to be here.
So, Courtney, there's a lot of confusion in our world today. We're going to dive right into this. How can teaching children that nothing about them or their bodies is an accident help combat this confusion?
Well, I think that law of primacy, what we learn first, what we learn at an early age is what gets locked in, which is why it's so dangerous that all these conversations, these confusing conversations are happening with kids at such a young age and preschool and kindergarten. So I think that when we ground our kids in the truth, that's what they're going to go back to.
How does this book bring this security and confidence that their bodies, male or female, and I love this wording in the book, are inextricably linked to their personhood? What does that mean and what does it do? How does knowing that?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, it means that you are your body. That's how we were created. I think in this day and age, so often there is this separation between the physical body and in personhood. Much like with my first book, Little Spark of Life, that's a huge argument to say, well, a person, yes or no? It's linked from the very beginning. Our physical bodies is very much a part of who we are as people, and God did it that way on purpose.
Yeah, I mean, this book is unapologetically Christian, which I hate having to say that. It's truth. But based on the incredible endorsements that you've gotten so far from your peers, it's really clear that this is needed today. The book almost seems like, when you're reading it, like a rebuttal to some of the things being said in our society. Was that your aim?
Much like with Little Spark of Life, yes, there's some apologetics gently woven in there. And yeah, that was purposeful. There's a section of the book that talks about playing dress up. And I say, go for it. Play dress up. Put on a funny red nose, put on a hat, put on a beard, play around with your friends. But there is nothing that you can do that is going to change you. When you take all of that off, even when you have it on, you are still you. There is a difference between dressing up and playing pretend and then being the person that you want to be. And I want kids to know that they shouldn't, when they're not playing pretend, they shouldn't want to pretend. They are wonderfully made as they are.
I'm really glad that this is a question that I was going to ask specifically about the dress up, because my kids, they love playing dress up. Yes. But is there a very practical way that parents can encourage imagination without creating confusion? It's like, oh, I want to wear this tutu. Oh no, boys can't wear tutu. How can parents kind of practically protect that?
Yeah, it's a really good question. And I don't know that there is a really straightforward answer. I think that parents know their kids best. So I'm going to put that out there right away. But I also think that we have forgotten what it's like to be kids, that it's been years and years since we were children. And we tend to put on our adult fears, worries, perceptions. And it's simply not there. I think that when we bring those fears in, when we bring that caution in, kids pick up on that. They're like, oh, geez, what's mom afraid of? And that in and of itself can, cause a problem. Yeah. So I say, speak truth to your children and trust that God's got them. And that's easy to say and it's hard to do. I know as a parent, but yeah, parenting from a place of fear, it's just not going to be a good thing.
Yeah. I mean, it's true. Even as parents with young kids, we're so worried all the time. We'll say, oh, am I projecting my feelings or my emotions, my fears, like you said, on our kids? And really, like you said, they're innocent. They haven't, what our society is struggling with right now, the debate, the noise is actually not something that kids innately have. And so anyways, we won't get into too much of this because there's a lot. I mean, I'm impressed that you're having these interviews and these conversations and you're so boldly sharing this. So I just love and appreciate you for this.
Thanks, Care. Like you say, it's so when I was asked to write the book, I mean, it wasn't something that I stepped into lightly. But when I got to a place where I knew that I was going to write the book from a place of the physical body and biblical truth, it was kind of a no-brainer. I mean, this isn't coming from me personally. It's not my opinion. So I don't feel like there's anything that I need to worry about, right? It's rooted in biology. It's rooted in biblical truth. And, when you fall back on that, then it's not coming from me personally, if that makes any sense.
Okay. Lastly, tell us about some of the blessings of being a male and being a female that you highlight in the book.
Yeah, as simple as it sounds, I highlight all the different roles that males can have: father, brother, all the relational roles. And the same with women: mother, daughter, sister. That's mainly where I went when it came to highlighting the blessing that you are to the world.
Okay, I lied. I have one more question because I know that I know that you're a mom. I didn't know if I'd have time to get here, but I'm really curious because I know for the last book, your daughter was kind of the catalyst, asking lots of questions about where babies come from. So was she a catalyst for this one too?
Yes and no. I mean, she's in my life. And so, by proxy, she's influencing me. But that being said, no, I mean, she wasn't like the driving force behind the book. I mean, I think all of our children, that was the driving force behind the book for me. It's such an important topic right now, especially. And I wanted to give parents a resource that, again, was light and fun and whimsical and also rooted in biblical truth.
Yeah, and you say whimsical. The illustrations help a lot, just like the last time we did.
I love it.
So
Can
fun.
I hold the book up?
Yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, you can see that. Yeah, it's so beautiful. Awesome. Well, there's more resources and details too on the website, everybodywonderfullymade.com. But just again, as a parent, I just appreciate what you're doing, the space that you're in. Keep going. Do you want to give us a tease on what's next, what you're working on?
You know what? To be honest, I'm taking a little break right now, but there are, there's more on the hopper for sure.
Love it. There always will be. I love it. You've been called to this.
Yes, ma'am.
Courtney Siebring, thank you so much again for your time.
Thank you.